is his proven ability to translate AI research into tangible solutions across manufacturing, healthcare, robotics, and automation domains. Dr. Das completed both his master's and PhD from IIT Bombay, where he currently serves as a research associate. Simultaneously, he works as an AI specialist at Eton, where he leads AI-powered product development and drives digital transformation initiatives. His expertise spans building AI models for manufacturing operations, creating computational frameworks for industrial automation, and developing innovative solutions that blend theoretical foundations with practical applications. Beyond his technical contribution, Dr. Das brings valuable experience in cross-functional leadership, curriculum development, and hands-on technical mentoring, making him ideally positioned to share insights on how AI and design thinking can drive meaningful innovation in both academic and industrial contexts. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Manoj Das.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarika ma'am.
We'll start.
Ma'am, Director ma'am, I please request you to felicitate our guest for the day.
So thank you once again for coming
so
over to our place. Genuinely, it's our pleasure to have you
Me
with us.
too. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Stage is all yours, sir.
Yeah, okay. No, it's okay. I'll do that. Okay. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
So, do not go about the timing because it was supposed to start at 10, but we'll see how to manage the whole session. So, the starting part will be the whole 2 sessions are being divided into 4 different I can say subsystems. We'll start with the strategy and architecture part of AI. Then we'll see how to take ahead with the discussion. So right now, you might be seeing everywhere AI, starting from your doing assignments, curriculum, setting up the curriculum, going for a business, coming up with a business plan. Everywhere there is AI. But when it comes to AI and when you become kind of the designer of AI systems or processes, the 2 things you should be looking into it. Think like an architect and not just user. What does it mean by think like an architect? What does an architect do?
Defining structure.
Yeah, it becomes the building block. Architecture is someone who decides, takes the requirements and comes up with the whole architecture of it. So design systems that amplify human capability. When it comes to AI, AI is not to replace you. AI is here to improve your capability, decision making. Now, when you think like an architect, then comes to come up with the AI implementations so that your workflow will be better. Okay, now comes the opening part of discussion. There are 5 different subsections I have taken, and just see if I had a budget given to you and you can take AI to improve all the come up with an AI implementation for all these 5 subsections. So what are the areas that you will take AI to come up with the to improve that specifications? One is teaching and learning, admissions, research, administration, and student services. And I want all of you to come up with suggestions which area they will be taking the.
So when you press this, and you can just highlight anything that you want to.
Oh, okay, so laser kind of. Okay. So what are the areas that you want to take the help of AI? And if you are choosing, let's say I am taking AI for teaching and learning, then what are the subsystems on the teaching and learning part that you want AI to help you? So let's start. Let's take who are all. I think that teaching and you can take help AI in teaching and learning. Then why? I mean, there are 5 subsections: teaching and learning, admissions, research, administration, and student services. Now just think in the perspective of why AI and how AI. And first point you can say, I am giving you the liberty of taking 0 budget limits. You can take, I have ample amount of money to sanction for you. You can take AI and use AI in all these use cases. And this will drive our discussion for the whole session for this day. Yeah, so first point, who are all want to take AI for teaching and learning and why? Let's make it kind of a interactive, so it will be good for you. Yeah, ma'am.
So, for AI in teaching and learning, for content creation, I can use AI.
Okay.
For example, the scientific method is referring to a reference book and getting the definitions and all from the reference book.
Okay.
But to make it more simplified,
Okay.
according to the audience that I have, I can ask AI, this is the content I want to deliver to this age group or this profession
Okay.
or this executive.
Okay.
Could you create a content or could you explain me the delivery method
Okay.
of delivering this content to this audience?
Okay.
So in that way, AI does a very good job in creation of a content and
Okay.
the delivery method for the particular audience.
So that becomes like personalized instruction,
Yeah.
adaptive assessment, and content generation, right? Okay, nice, good. Then second part comes in the admission process. Who are all agreeing and why? Let's say you have in college or university and you want to make AI to part of the admission process, and it is being used in many universities right now for this. Specifically for the admission process. So now just go through these 3 points: application trials, candidate matching, enrollment predictions. Now think in these points, or maybe you can come up with your own points, how this can help you, how AI can help you in this process. Anyone? Anything, any answer is fine. It's not like that, it should be good or bad.
Searching for admissions.
Okay.
So it will help us to know all those who are interested in particular program. So by that, can we get connected to the students who are trying to opt for these courses?
Yes, exactly. That is the first part that comes up, application trials. That comes the application process. Then second part comes up the candidate matching. Can you think that how AI can help you? How AI can help you this candidate matching?
So if he is looking for various courses in a particular university or an institution,
Yeah.
he's searching about the profile of the faculties over there, the fees. So based on his searches,
Yes.
so AI is going to help and match, like if he's looking for value.
Yeah, exactly. While this candidate matching can help you, when you take AI has huge amount of data. The models are not based on, let's say there is one college and the college has its own document or what are the courses they are offering. But when it comes to, let's say everybody might be using ChatGPT and Gemini and Claude and many kind of things. When it comes to, now the fundamental question comes up, when you use ChatGPT, what is it? Is it an model or is it an application? How do you visualize it? Everybody might be using ChatGPT, right? And you know what ChatGPT can do wonders for you, starting with your assignments, course creation, giving you you do not have to give much effort for your problem statements, assignments. So when it comes to ChatGPT is not a AI model. ChatGPT is an application, right? The model that goes behind it is GPT, and the GPT has different versions. Right now, I think it is 5.1 or something. So it is being built on huge amount of data. When it comes to GPT, right now it is being trained on some, let's say, more than 200 billion of parameters. So it has information about your college, and I guess about all the colleges in this world. So when a candidate is applying, giving an application, it can properly, I mean, let's say you are putting your profile into ChatGPT and asking if my profile or my interest matches to this particular course. So it can do all the analysis that is the data that it is having. Then based on this data, it can give you proper output that this course will work best for you. Got it? Then third point comes up enrollment predictions. What does it mean by enrollment predictions? Let's say you are applying to one university, then it can predict for you if you will be selected or not. I mean, how and why? Let's say the criteria might be your percentage, your profile, your interest, and age. AI has all the information, all the data inside it. It can give you a good prediction.
So can it also do the other way around? For a college, it can tell how many students will you get this year.
Yes, it can be any way. It can, yeah, it's any other way. I mean, it has university specific information and it has student specific information. You can use it the way you want. It is both way around. Now the third part that comes up, research. How and why? I mean, you might be coming up with your thesis, dissertation, some projects. How it is helping you?
Literature review is the main area where it can help you. So if you are specifically putting some keywords of your research area, then it can give you the number of papers or number of the things which have already been published.
Yes.
Or it is related with your area. That
So the first, yes.
It is also summarization of an paper.
I have actually personalized used this for literature review. I gave it an Excel sheet where I had collated papers from various databases.
Exactly.
And it helped me to create a comparative table by the name of title, authors, discussion points, and conclusion, and the gap identified in that particular table. It gave me a comprehensive table that made my literature review quite easy to understand.
Exactly. I mean, just think, you are taking a research topic and you have 50 research papers, and your guide asked you, go through all the research papers and find what is relevant for this research topic and come up with a summary kind of a thing. How many days or how many number of man hours it will take for you? Just think, for 50 research papers. It might take, depending on your personal capability, it might take 15 days, 1 month, 1.5 months, you cannot predict. But right now, you take all the, like ma'am has already told, put everything on the kind of Excel sheet, give it to the AI model, give me if this which research paper works best for me, and give a kind of a summarization. How much time it will take?
5 to 7 minutes, 1 hour.
It's from number of, it might be from 1 month or 1.5 months, so it might be for 10 minutes or 7. You just have to refine it. So that is the beauty of bringing this. That is how it is helping in the research area. Now then comes up grant writing, data analysis, acceleration. I think these are all interrelated. Let's say you are asking for the DST, that is Department of Science and Technology, to grant a fund for you so that you can do some research on some specific topic. Now to ask for the grant, you have to do the groundwork. Come up with your research statement. See what is the work that has been already done. What are you are thinking to do, and what are the improvements you want to bring. Now to do all these things, how much time and effort you will take? For one person, it might take 1 month depending on the complexity of the problem statement and complexity of the project's grant that you are asking. Now, AI is having all these data embedded inside it. Embedded means AI knows what has already been done. You might be hearing that, before maybe 1 year back, GPT was being trained on data set that is available till 2022. All the research, all the things that has been done on your specific project, GPT knows all about it. And once you ask, give me a project specific idea for this specific topic, it will take hardly 1 or 2 minutes to come up with that, to give you that idea. Now, then comes up the data analysis acceleration. This literature review and grant writing, all these comes under data analysis. Analysis, take the historical data and come up with a decision that if, let's say I am putting a threshold, if the decision is or the output is more than 0.5, it will be accepted as a part of your project, or if it is not. So that is how it analyzes that data. So then comes of, fourth point comes of the administration part. Administration can be anything. It can be a university, it can be a business establishment, it can be a factory, it can be your personal scheduler also. First comes up the process automation. So the thing comes up, what does it mean by automation? Why do you need automation?
Repetition of same work brings fatigue.
Yeah, if you are doing the same work manually again and again, let's say you are running a code that with that you want to generate some output or something, you go and put manually, automate, removes the human intervention. It doesn't need your intervention to get the output. Now, before that, before the AI era, you come up with a script or come up with a factory kind of an automation that gives you the, but with AI, just instruct the AI, do this work 10 times for me, find the optimized output and give it me in the form of a PDF, Excel, doc, anything. So it doesn't need you to sit there and see what is the output that comes up. So that is why the process automation comes up. And the same thing, process automation can be applied on over all the industries. You can think of it as a, let's say, on an university process, on a university setup. How does this process automation works? Application comes up, somebody has to sit manually, see which are the students that fits for me, then I'll take the application, come up with, these are the cutoff, and then based on the cutoffs, university will select which students they have to take. But with AI, this part is, the manual intervention is fully removed. Now for this process automation, then comes, resource allocation. To make this automation, what are the resources that will be required? There will be somebody sitting, right? Somebody sitting doing all the manual kind of stuff. But with, you can think everything that you are doing right now on the GPT front end, chat GPT. Everything, if you think and visualize in the perspective of using GPT, everything will be clear that what does it mean by automation, resource allocation and scheduling optimization. You automate the process, you remove the human intervention, that becomes what kind of resources that is required and that is not required. Last comes up the scheduling optimization. It will give you the optimized output. If somebody is sitting and doing all the manual type of work, that will take hell lot of time. But with AI, it's just kind of a matter of maybe in 1 hour or 1 day or something, but the output that you get is optimized for you. Then the last part that comes up is student services. I mean, it can give 24/7 support, mental health monitoring, and career guidance. Now, I mean, any students here? Something? Okay. So just, I mean, could you just elaborate the last 3 points? I mean, what kind of a support you can expect from AI when it comes to last 3 points? 24/7 support, mental health monitoring, career guidance. What kind of output you are expecting from AI to give you based on these 3 points? Because you know what is the issue and what are the difficulties that you are having. So best how much and how you can take help of AI to resolve those issues. Yeah, anyone?
So for 24/7 support, we can say that sometimes when we are studying, not, so if we are studying,
थोड़ा जोर से बोलो.
sir, if we are having a late night study session,
हाँ.
we cannot just always contact our professors
Yeah.
at any day, hour of the day.
Yeah.
We have to have some timing.
Yeah.
So if I have some doubts, which
Yes.
I have to get them cleared right now.
Yes.
So I can ask them from Gemini or GPT.
Yeah.
And we can simplify it according to my specific needs.
Okay.
And
That becomes your 24/7 support, right? Anytime it is not like your professor is not available, you can ask at the, I mean, dawn, dusk, any time. Okay. Then the next point comes up is mental health monitoring. Yeah, it is helping you mentally because you do not have to put much pressure. Your assignment can be done in,
strain very highly.
yeah.
The work which I used to do, like it used to take me hours and hours to do.
Yes.
It has, reduced the workload. In
Yeah.
that way, it has helped me.
Yeah.
We can make a presentation for
Yes, exactly.
just in 1 hour instead of days.
It is not 1 hour. It is, I think, half an hour or something. You put a prompt, it will give you the PPT presentation output,
Sir,
right?
for coding also, the black box AI
Yeah.
is a great help for coding.
Yeah.
It simplifies our codes and helps us make them more efficient and error-free.
Exactly.
Compared to like ChatGPT, if someone from technical background, like
Yeah.
he uses black box
Okay.
as an alternative. It provides great codes with very less effort.
Yeah, I mean, which should take you more than 1 day, 2 day, or maybe 3-4 days. You can do it within half an hour or something, right?
Especially for debugging.
Debugging, and for your assignment, for PPT, you do not have to put much pressure that mentally harass you. Yeah. So that is the second point. Then comes up the career guidance. I mean, you can ask, this is my profile, which specialization that should work
We do
good
not
for me.
have to, go to career counseling, experts, because the AI helps us to personalize. For example, I put, my input, everything about me into the chatbot.
Yeah.
So it will help me give a personalized, like
What will
career
best-
I want to choose.
what will best
It
suit
will
for
give
you.
me good options there.
Okay.
I do not need to go to a person for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can just sit at my home and do that.
Yeah, and you can ask, you can interact with any time. Like,
Yeah.
you do not have to wait for,
Like, before whatever question pops into my mind, I
Yes.
had to go to someone, right?
Yes.
But right now, like for example, I'm traveling in the metro and it's my mind,
Yes.
which I'm like, I do not have the answer for that. So I can directly go to the AI and it will help me.
exactly, good. Okay, except these 3 points, anything else that you think that AI is helping you or AI can help?
AI helps in also health guidance.
Sorry?
Whenever I have any medical problem,
Okay.
I don't go to doctor every time.
Okay.
I put my problem on ChatGPT. They also give health guidance.
That is, yeah. Yeah, okay, got it. But that healthcare becomes a risky kind of a thing.
But somewhere, it's like
Yeah,
use
it's okay. I mean, it's good to use it, but at the end, I mean, still that is the, I mean, when you bring up this point, that is the emerging branch that is coming out of the,
But somewhere they help also, because whenever we got any report, and that time I don't go to doctor because it's all night. So I put my report on a ChatGPT that I have any problem or not, a serious issue or not, just like that.
yes, exactly. I mean, that is one of the emerging branches that is coming out of AI, so that AI can help you in medical, healthcare, making diagnosis proper for you. I mean, you go to mostly right now on the healthcare sector, when you go to a radiologist, I mean, you have this scanned picture or all these things. And why do you go to radiologist? Because he will look at the picture and say, कहाँ पे problem है, क्या है. But you just put the image into some specific kind of an AI, and it can give you some sort of an advice. This is where the issue is, and go to this specific specialist kind of a thing. Yeah, good.
Like it can be considered as a second opinion.
Exactly, second opinion. I mean, you cannot totally rely on that part, but it will give you what might be the issue, what are the issues that is coming up to you.
It's like earlier we used to go to doctor to have a second opinion.
Yes.
We can check like what we do have the first consultation. Based
Yeah,
on
exactly.
that we can check on ChatGPT or
Anything. I mean, it
whether
is.
the doctor is correct or not.
Yeah, I mean, it will give you some sort of like these are the issues that might be.
Like the
Might be, yeah. Then you decide, I mean, which specific specialist that you need to go. But you will get an overview that these, and this is quite widely used right now in this. I mean, right now, I think all of the medical universities, starting with this NUS, Duke, and Stanford, and John Hopkins, they have specific AI departments for this medical kind of an application, and they are coming up with their own models. I mean, ChatGPT might be a very generic model for you, but when it comes to medical science or healthcare, the errors should be, the accuracy means prediction should be 99.99%, right? And when it comes to, they are coming up with their own models. They have the patient data, healthcare data, and they are taking this, training their model. And if you want to use it, one model that I can access, Stanford has come up with GPT Secured, that is specifically made for, that is openly available, specifically made for medical kind of an application.
So for student service, I think this for creating a schedule or a strategic schedule for exam. For example, I'm appearing for this exam. I have 60 days in hand. This is my content. The ChatGPT very quickly it can provide you.
Exactly, and it will give you very crisp kind of output. You do not have to unnecessarily go and look for all the books. I mean, these are the things I need to read. This is my exam. This is why. I mean, if you want to prepare for an interview, let's say it is being scheduled for within next 7 days. So it will give you very crisp or to the point kind of a content that makes your life easier. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay. Now let's see what was the traditional workflow, and now with AI, what is the flow? I mean, how it changes from the age-old kind of an approach, and when it comes to AI, how the changes have been incorporated. Could you, I mean, just comparing by two things, could you come up with a visualization that how it was before and how it is right now? Traditional workflow, everywhere the human intervention is required, and you have to do everything in a manual way, right? I mean, it might be university, you are coming up with a course curriculum. It might be your application process, or it might be the medical application that you want to come up with. So the traditional workflow, human performs, seeks approval, logs the outcome. First, somebody is there to judge what is the work that is to be done, and then take that data and gives you the output. And when it comes to AI, is it visible, this color?
So sir, you need to look at the sharper piece.
That's not. Okay, it's fine. Now when it comes to AI powered workflow, the human intervention is totally removed. Take your data, gives it to the AI system. I mean, let's say you want to come up with a नहीं जूम नहीं
ये
होगा
आप HDMI से कर रहे हैं ना? आप
Yeah.
पे zoom कर लीजिए.
is it no it doesn't
अब आप यहाँ से थोड़ा जो भी part of the slide आपको zoom करना है,
okay
आप उस पे कर लीजिएगा. If you zoom here, then that will zoom here.
okay fine very nice
Just go back. I mean normal. Where do you want to start here?
ये this
ये वाला part.
हाँ
ठीक है.
okay nice thank you now when it comes to when you bring AI into your workflow, this is how the process will be resolved. I mean, instead of human intervention, you bring the data and give the data as an input to AI system. So there is no human intervention required. Now once AI gets the data, now the model will give you recommendation and automated actions. I mean, the model will give you the output, and the output is a kind of a suggestion. It is not the final or the optimized or refined output. At the end, very minimal human intervention will be required that will approve and refine the output that you are getting. Now at the end, you log the output. I mean, you capture the output automatically. I guess it is much better right now. You can visible, you can see it, right? So could you see the difference? I mean, when it comes when you come from traditional to AI assisted workflow. I mean, all your manual work, your number of workers, amount of effort is all being taken care of by this model. You give the data, take the output, this will generate the result for you. That's it. Okay, next one. So then let's see, when an organization wants to bring AI into their structure, it is not just bringing the model part or not just an IT upgradation. So what are the things that an organization should look into when they are trying to bring AI into their workflow? So first is beyond technology. I mean, it is not all about technology. You should have good manpower and the required skill set that can handle the AI as an infrastructure and the output. So what does it, I mean, when it comes to bringing an AI into a system, there are different kind of people or different set of profiles that is required. So first, I mean, let's say you want to come up with your own AI model. So you should have a good understanding of the data science, the model training, model refinement. That becomes the whole technical set of things that you want. Now model is already there and you want to bring the model into your own setup. Then your IT, I mean, whoever is taking care of an IT part, they should have that much required skill to bring the model and give you the optimized output. I mean, you might be knowing about LLMs. LLMs doesn't work on your system because your systems are not GPU enabled. You know the basic difference between CPU and GPU? GPU makes your computation faster for you. Before 2015, why this AI did not take off very quickly? Because GPUs are not available that easily. Now NVIDIA came up, they come up with the GPU setup. Right now AMD also have the GPU setup and cloud computing came up. So when data becomes huge, I mean, to train an LLM model or GPT, you might be needing some terabytes or petabytes of data and your local system cannot handle that. That is where GPU helps you, and that is why when it comes to AI using on your own laptop or system, when you go to a IT shop or something, they will advise you, go for something that is having CUDA or NVIDIA RT 5060 or something like that. So that is where this required skill set should be there to make an AI usable for your own organization or your own specific personal use, right? Now second comes up, it is not just an IT upgrade. I mean, AI is not like before AI, it is like something is not working, bring in another software, install it, then it will start working for you. But when it comes to specifically bring AI into your own ecosystem, it is not only a software upgrade or an IT upgrade. With IT, with software, your hardware, your system, the whole infrastructure that is built around that AI system chip, that is required. And your, I mean, your organization, I mean, the setup that you are bringing should have the governance structures, decision rights, performance metrics, accountability. So first thing is governance structure. I mean, how do you govern? Sometimes these outputs from the AI can be very biased. Some outputs can be very, very biased for specific kind of an use case, and that creates quite a lot of controversy. You might be knowing about jailbreaking of LLMs or AI systems. Somebody can actually go into the LLM models, enter into the LLM systems, and can tweak the parameters. I mean, I'm not going very detailed technical aspects of it, but that they can tweak it so that you every time you will get some biased output. Those comes under the governance structure. It should be governed in an ethical way. Then comes up the decision rights. I mean, who is having the decisions, what output it should give, what proper optimized output it should give. Then comes the performance metrics. How do you judge the performance? How do you quantify it? Let's say one quantification can be accuracy. You are asking the AI to give me, this is my profile, give me an output, give me give me a course, or give me something that will work best for me. But whatever the output it is getting, do you know is it right, wrong, or if it will work for you? So you get some output, there is a benchmark, there is a reference, you take the output, match with the benchmark, then decide how, if you want to take it further or not. So that is what comes up performance metrics. Then accountability mechanism. Accountability is the output, you should believe in that output. And all these things can be governed, can be taken care of by taking the technical aspects of the AI system. You might be hearing that temperature kind of a setup is there. If it is 0, it will give you not very creative output. It should be set between 0 and 1. If you are setting it 1, it will give you very creative output. And the problem with AI is the output may hallucinate you. These problems you might get, we call this as hallucination. It will give you some output. It will hallucinate you that yes, whatever I am giving will work for you, but it is not at all like that. When you take it to real-time scenario or real-time implementation, it will not, definitely not going to work. So those are the demerits of having AI on your system, and those things can be taken care of by all these parameters. Having a proper governance, setting up the performance metrics, then having a proper accountability on the system. Okay, any doubt on this part? Because this is a bit more technical. If you understand it, it is well and good. Otherwise, you can just take it as a additional thing.
So the point that you said again, that whatever the output is, it may not be real.
It may not be real. Many times it.
But is that the case with all simulation software in the past also, right? CAD or whatever we used to simulate, let's say.
No, see, there are two kinds of things. One is deterministic, another one is probabilistic. AI is whole probabilistic kind of a thing. Let's say your probability stands from, all of you understands probability, I guess.
Yes.
Not very technical. Probability output will be between 0 and 1, right? If it is 0.9, 0.8, if it is more than 0.5, then AI thinks this is the output that should be given to you. That is how it. But the CAM softwares are based on some specific mathematical models. We call it finite element analysis. Those are very specific mathematical formulas like a square plus b square, something equal to c square, something. So that output becomes deterministic. So that is where those outputs are more reliable in compared to AI. AI is all probabilistic. Just take this in mind. It is all about probability. There is no deterministic, nothing is there. I mean, you might have heard about this sigmoid activation function, ReLU activation function. Those are all like the output can vary from 0 to 1. And if the probability is more than 0.5, more than 0.5 threshold value, it will throw you, this is the output that will be given to you. Less than 0.5, it will be discarded. So AI's whole system is based on the probabilistic architecture. Nothing is deterministic there. But when it comes to simulation software or the traditional ML models, I mean machine learning models, let's say regression, classification, random forest, or something else, those are more deterministic rather than. So I mean, when it comes to AI and LLM, it becomes a black box for you. That is why the new emerging branch that is coming out is explainable AI. And when it comes to specifically medical science, this explainable AI is much more required in compared to the generic kind of use case. Without explaining, let's say, as sir told, I am taking my report and give it to ChatGPT. This is my report. Tell me what actually has happened to me. But whatever the outputs it is giving, could you explain why these outputs are coming up? Why it is giving in this way? You cannot explain. Even the AI cannot explain why it is giving you this kind of, because the whole model is quite complex and it is being trained on huge amount of data, some billions of data. That is where the problem, and that is where this reliable AI and explainable AI is coming into picture when it comes to very when the output becomes very important for us, like healthcare and something else, right? Yeah, so I mean, this is where, I mean, when you are bringing, let's say, AI into your into some college or system, what are the different performances, what are the different ways, and what are the parameters that AI can help you to come up with to make your output streamline. So first is the admission triage, admission process. It automates everything, starting from application screening, candidate ranking, personalized output. Second comes a predictive maintenance, your infrastructure monitoring, equipment failure, optimized scheduling of labs and facilities. Then faculty workload analytics, I mean, depending on which faculty is taking how many courses or something, it can optimize how many number of courses, how many number of man hours can be assigned to any specific faculty or student. Now students, this part is mostly on the administration, taking a course from
specific subject and specific modules or specific topics.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, let's say I'm taking something on data analysis, data science or something.